Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I know it's not the end of the month, but I've not done the finished pages in quite some time and this pile is getting a little bit too big for me to keep out, so I thought it'd be a good idea to show you all the finished pages, everything that I've been up to in the time that I've been away. I won't be fully back, but I will try and film whenever I can. I've actually got a day of no builders here, so this is quite nice. But yeah, you can see the pile is getting there, and I just want to share some pictures on Instagram as well, and pop these away and start afresh. What are we today? We're the 9th or the 10th? Come on iPhone. Yeah, with the 10th, Friday the 10th, and fingers crossed I managed to get this video up today because I'm having some really bad issues with my laptop. So if you don't see it up today, then you know why. So it's definitely not in any order. I'll just go from the top because you would have seen that one then. I've literally just finished doing this. I did a couple of days ago film like a sort of colouring chat, and I was trying to update, but I felt like I was being really repetitive with what I was saying, and then the noise in the background just got too much and I couldn't think about what I was saying. The tiling on the roof was going on at the time, so you can imagine the loud banging and stuff with the drilling in. So yeah, that video's not going to be released. I'll redo that at some point, hopefully later today. But I picked this one because the last two illustrations, I want to say, have been really detailed ones that I've just done with pencil, and it was driving me nuts. I'll be honest, they took me like a week each. Excuse me, I'm just getting over some sort of illness, all three of us, but I'll go into that in a different video. But I did use alcohol markers on this because, like I said, I just wanted it to be super easy. I've not done a background because this is the actual paper. I took apart, and I'm kicking myself now, I took apart all of my Hannah Lynn books. I've got 1, 2 as PDFs that I've printed out on really nice paper, but I've just kept these on the paper. They do the job, you know, they do the job. I wish I'd kept them as the books. So I used the Ohu markers and then the Derwent Colour Soft, which are not my favourite pencils, but I'm trying my best to use what I've got. And then if I've not used it in a couple of months, it is going to be sold. Yeah, but I love how this turned out, and it's beautiful. I think this is the Princess book, but I could be wrong, like the Fairy Tales something. I can't quite remember. But this literally took me like half an hour to do the alcohol marker part, and a couple of hours to do the pencil work, and I've not even bothered doing the skin. I just wanted all the focus to be on the gorgeous dress. How good would it be if we all dressed like that nowadays? I mean, you wouldn't be able to breathe with the corset. I've just bought this bodysuit, this dress, and it's got like a built-in corset. Put it this way, I won't be going out eating in it. But yeah, I enjoyed doing that one. Really enjoyed doing that one actually. That was Hannah Lynn. I don't know if I mentioned that. This one, I'm pretty sure the artist is adultcoloring. I'm pretty sure it is. I will double check, but I'm pretty sure it's adultcoloring. And I don't think she sells anymore on Etsy. Now this PDF I got sent for free to review. This was a while ago. But I've actually purchased, before she asked me to do any reviews, 2 or 3 of her books, as well as like colouring sets, like dinosaur pages. So yeah, I do really like her artwork, and I chose to do it on tan-toned paper. And this is the one that I was just mentioning. It took me a week to do. I think I actually did a tutorial on how I coloured the leaves. So I used Holbeins for the leaves, and then Prismacolor for absolutely everything else. And oh, why do I do it? Do not use Prismacolor for her, in my opinion. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare with the breaking and trying to get a sharp point. I'll definitely stick to Polychromos for the hair from now on. But yeah, what do you think? Oh, more nice. I've got my window open though, it's going to be lovely this weekend. We've got quite a few nice things planned. I'm looking forward to it as long as she's okay. But yeah, isn't it nice? And I did something different with the skin. I just tried to do, well, I was going to do the whole thing green, like different shades of green, but I thought, no, you know what, I want to make these pop, and I chose to do them red. So yeah, that's that one. There might be one or two. This one is from months and months and months and months ago. I'll just quickly mention it. It's for a tutorial that I did for Colouring Heaven. Now in hindsight, I wish I'd chosen a different page to do for them. The leaves were a bit bigger. I'm a bit disappointed in myself, but I did finish the illustration for them. So that's that one. That's like 3-4 months ago, if not. That might have even been just before Christmas, actually, that I did that. And I've had to keep it to one side. Got Sarah Richter, one of my favourite artists, colouring book artists, and I've done 2. Yeah? Was there 3? No? There's 3. So I did this one. Look how cute these are. I found these in, there's a shop in Trafford, is it Keycore? Keycore? Let me just see what that noise is. One of the neighbours cleaning the drive. It's not like I can complain with what I've got at the front. I've got a big skip at front of my house at the minute. But yeah, I finished this one. This, believe it or not, was pretty quick and simple to do. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's not alcohol marker. All pencil for the face and the hair. I didn't really go into too much detail with the hair. A simple watercolour frame. It's not a background. A frame for it. And then just pencil work. Oh, it was nail colour for the frame of this. But I think it's pretty cool actually. I've done so many illustrations out of this book now. The paper in it, the quality, you can't beat it honestly. I can't recommend her books enough. And you can chuck anything, and I mean anything. That's ink, that in the background. And look, the ink hasn't gone through. It's just superb quality. I think the last page that I'll show you that I've finished by her, I'm sure that's the last book. I was gutted when I found out. But yeah, that's that one. I might do actually a flip through of all her books, because like I said, I've done loads of her illustrations now. That was Duncan Blunt. Duncan Blunt? I can't pronounce this one. And where's my clip? I've actually finished this one. Oh, I'm halfway through it. So all I've done with this is pop some distress ink all over, and that is Inktense. Yeah, Inktense pencils. So actually, I'm going to keep that to one side because I'm going to get that finished today. I did think that was finished to be fair. It's like a cowboys and Indian theme one. I thought that's quite cool. I think this is the one that I've done the least amount in, I think. Or is it? I can't remember, so I'll keep that one to one side. I've got some art that I've done as well, but I'll save that to the end of the video just in case that you're not interested. We've got Anastasia adultcoloring. Yep, there we go. And I did this one. I'm not overly impressed with this one, I've got to be honest. I didn't even bother doing a background. Now one thing I will say about these books, I love the illustrations, I love the more grayscale. I find it really easy to map out where I want the shadows and everything. But I don't like the paper, I hate the paper. I think more or less, like I've got away with doing a simple watercolour one there. I might just try and use distress ink. I think I've said this before, so I don't want to harp on about it too much. But I wish the paper was just different. It's lovely for pencil. But for anything else, it just sucks up water, liquid, and it's bad. It's bad for water anyway, put it that way. There's another one, and that was Neo Colour. It looks like I've not coloured her, but I promise you she is coloured. But I've used Polychromos for the hair, and then Prismacolor for the skin. I only know that because of the certain colours that I've used, but for everything else, I'll be honest with you, I don't remember. I don't remember what I've used. And like I said, I'm not overly impressed with that. And I think there's even a bit of fake tan on there, so I've been leaning. That was Serenity. Have we got any more? Yes, I have. I did a video. Come on, camera. I did a video of me unboxing this as well, but I wasn't pleased with the video, so I scrapped that one. But it's her newest one. And I finished this one. I've got paint on the opposite side. I do like how this one turned out. This was mostly polychromos, and I used, let me just get it out, the coloured pencil powder blender with, this comes with, oh squeaky chair, this comes with pan pastels. Well, it's pan pastel tool, it doesn't come with them, you buy it separately, but it works incredibly well with this. So I just sprinkle a little bit out into the lid, so tip it upside down and then scoop it out, and it really does give a lovely blend, a lovely blend. You have to make sure that you put plenty of the powder blender down, and there has to be at least 3 if not 4 layers of the pencil down for that to work. It won't work as well with softer pencils, not softer. What's Prismacolor made out of? You got oil based, the other one, I can't remember. The other one, so it works better with oil based pencils. And yeah, I love how she turned out. And I did Google a reference picture of these, and I ended up just going completely off on my own and wanted it to be turquoise. I don't think the red goes with it all that much, but I've done green hair as well again. Yeah, so that's the newest Exotica. Is it Exotica? Yeah, it's a nice book. It's a nice book, but I've got the same issues as the other ones with the bloody paper. We've got another handling one. Have we got 2 in here? Oh, look at that. Have you even wrote down the pencils for the hair? So it's Arteza, Apricot, Orchid Purple, Deep Teal, and yeah, I can't read that word, something blue. And I've done, is that Neo colour? It's like a wash of Neo colour in the background. I find these little pocket sized ones really good if you don't know what to colour and you're just wanting something quick and simple. I think they're really nice to do. We've got this one. Now I have coloured this as a full size A4 piece of paper, and it was green I think, and I do prefer this one, but I like the background of the other one better. Just a little furry. Let me just check. I think, was that one alcohol marker as well? No? But this one is alcohol marker base, and then it would have been polychromos for the hair and Prismacolor for the skin. Yeah, she's cute. So that's the Fantasy Faces line art and grayscale pocket size colouring book. I think that was a more recent release of hers actually. I got it when it came out. I'll show you the other Sarah Richter. This is the one I was talking about. I'm pretty sure this is the latest one that she released. And this was a whip for ages and ages and ages. And I finally come back and finished it off with Inktense pencils. Oh. There was only a couple of details to really do on this. But it's the crow. A super cool watercolour background. It's paint splattered everywhere. It's really textured, this one. And then some of the Winsor & Newton. It's not liquid gold, it's just called gold I think. Yeah, this is more like creatures and stuff. I'm pretty sure there's one there, but the face isn't very big. It's like the mermaid. Of course I did the dragon. Yeah, that's her latest one. Again, can't pronounce that. But that's Sarah Richter. We've got, I'll show you the one from Hannah Carlson. Oh, what's this one? This one, lovely, super. It's super granulating watercolours that I use for the background. The Sminker ones, they are uber expensive, so I do use them sparingly, but I do love them. I just love the effect that you can get with them. It's really easy to do. I'm waiting for a sale to come on, and I might pick a couple more colours out because I do really like how these look, and I know that I will use them. It's like a turquoise, orangey, black watercolour background. Then for the pencils, it's Inktense again I think. Yeah, it's Inktense. And just black details. This is another good book as well for chucking anything you want at it, and it'll never have any issues. I just love that background. If you just look right there, you can see like the granulation, the different colours. I mean, in real life you can. Maybe it's not picking it up on camera as well. Like you see different oranges, the blues are just popping through. Yeah, I love that paint. I love that paint. I've not checked Amazon recently as well. They occasionally pop up on there. And then we've got, why am I forgetting her name? Christine Karen. Wildflower Fork. Wildflower Fork. Oh, so I did the first page, so that's a nice and easy one. All distressing, and I know that I did use Inktense pencils again with this. Again, I'm going back to using things that I've not used in a while, and I really enjoy them. Paper in this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I cannot fault it. I really enjoy working on this. When it came back in stock on Amazon, I did go and buy a second copy. That's how much I love it. And I really do hope that she comes out with another book in this format with this paper. I'd be over the moon. And this is the one that I've done. I'm, again, not too pleased with this one. I've just realised I'm taking tags out and I want to take pictures for Instagram. I don't like the red. I wish I'd not chosen the red. Maybe went for an orange to match her hair, or even a different tone of blue to match the corset. The background is not too bad, don't mind that. It's a really watered down watercolour background, and the crow is quite cool. I'm quite impressed with how I managed to do that. Did like blue undertones that went over with greys and blacks. I like her skin, I like the hair, I really like the hair. I don't like the outfit. So I'm glad I've got a second copy if I give this one another go. And the very last things, I've just been working on them Pokemon pictures. I don't know if I showed these yet actually. Now, for no means I'm not drawing these, I'm tracing them, and it's just a nice stress-free thing for me to do. I've got one of the stencils here, I kept one of them. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get it off. I don't want to pull it off, I might break it, but it's an Eevee stencil. And just transferred them onto this paper. This is classed as a scrapbook. It was from Hobbycraft. Now I went and bought the larger size thinking, oh, I'll fill this up in no time, and I've not managed to yet, but it's a work in progress. Yeah, so I did the front cover. I did all the Eevee evolutions, of course I did. I do apologise if you've seen this, but it's been a while since I've done a finished pages and I can't quite remember. So you've got Glaceon, obviously you've got Eevee, Sylveon, Umbreon, Vaporeon, Leafeon, Jolteon, Flareon and Espeon. I think that's all of them. And then we've got a Charmander. Was that my first one? Yeah, that was my first one, because they get better from then. And then I did Squirtle. Oh, I've not said. So that was all Prismacolor with Posca pen outlining it. All of that is Prismacolor, again Posca pen. My Squirtle again is all Prismacolor, but I'm really happy with the blend that I got with this. I mean, you can trace the picture as much as you want, but you've still got to colour it in how it looks. And I've got like the lighter areas light, whereas this one I didn't manage to do it. I went over the top with the lighter colour, so yeah, you can see the progress of me getting slightly better. And then this one is gouache with a tiny bit of pencil over the top. Love how that turned out. Togepi, that's all Prismacolor, but I wish I'd done gouache and then gone over the top with a bit of pencil. And that's what I did with this one. This is all gouache with a little bit of pencil. Pretty sure is that, yeah, that's all what I did. Went over the top there. That's all I'm up to. I think I'm going to do Ho-Oh next to match this, and then go on to the evolutions of these. Maybe. We shall see. So that's what I've been working on for the past couple of months. I don't want to say how many months because I'm not 100% sure how long I've not been doing videos for, to be honest. But nevertheless, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and this just means now that I can get back on track with my finished pages. So what did I say? It was the 10th. Okay, so it'll be a little bit less in May that I've managed to do. Yeah, so you'll see May finished pages, and then I'll be up to date then and hopefully get back on track with everything. Just a quick house update. The extension is built, the roof is on. We're currently waiting for the patio doors to go on, and then they can start knocking the walls down inside the house. I have got half a kitchen, which I've had for about 4 weeks, and Isabel's possibly developed asthma because of it. But yeah, I'll go into detail more about that in a different video. What am I doing? I want to put all these here for a decent thumbnail. There we go. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Oh, let me know in the comments which was your favourite. I think this, I don't know, that took me so long, but I think this is just so striking with how quick it took me. I don't know, I'm on par with these two. I really like these two. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.